What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by What's New Barbecue. We've got another great episode. I've got my barbecue brother Josh Deaton here. We're at Sideways Barbecue in Rockwall. Why don't you tell them a little bit about Sideways?
Well, so we do Texas barbecue, and we make all of our own stuff. We do our own injections, our rubs. We make all sorts of crazy things like a kaboodle, which we're going to be showing you how we make our kaboodle today. And it's literally everything that we have on the menu, or most of the things that we have on the menu. And it's just like the old chuck wagon days where they would never waste any of their food. They would actually take anything that was left over, put it in a big pot, and they called it the whole kit and caboodle. So this is kind of like that.
This place is one of my favorites by far. If we're talking about in Dallas, Texas area, by far. All their information will be down below in the description box, guys. Instagram, Facebook, you name it, whatever they have down below. Check them out. Let's go ahead and get to this caboodle.
Sweet.
Again, guys, we're at Sideways in Rockwall, Texas, right off the harbor. It's a beautiful location, and we're making a caboodle. So why don't I bring y'all in, and Josh is going to show you the mix-up for how he puts this together.
So what we have here is, this is pulled pork, this is chopped brisket, this is our sausage, this is our smoked creamed corn. All of this, and these are just baked beans. We use baked beans for the caboodle. We don't use our regular pinto beans that we make here, which is, we don't have sweet beans here, but for the caboodle, it really works really well for that. And then this is our homemade macaroni with our 5 cheese sauce that we put together here. So all of this is cold. So we make it and we put it directly into the walk-in fridge. So, because it's harder to wrap it if all of this is hot. So you want to make sure that everything that you do is cold and you're good to go. This right here, this is an egg wash. And it's typically, it's about a cup of egg yolks and a half a cup of water. So then we mix all that together. You can do a little bit less water if you're having trouble tightening up the egg roll. But we typically start off, and it's real simple. We put a deal of flour down, and this is the egg roll wrapper that was brought to us when we first tried to open it. It's the same brand we've used ever since. So, so we washed it on the edges, real easy. And I'm gonna turn this here. I usually keep it just like a diamond like this instead of squared up whenever I wrap it. So when I make it, it's going to be like this. It's going to be going from side to side. So usually I'll start off with my cream corn. And typically we want this thing to be about as big as your hand. So when you push down on it, you want your fingers to just barely touch the egg roll wrapper. So we're going to put everything in here. All right, so I'll just set this up here for now. So we'll push this out. I'm gonna put a little bit, I like more creamed corn in mine. That's just me personally. But
so you're putting it all together, making sure it stays structured, because you do have a lot of ingredients to put in here.
Exactly. So that's about it right there. And then I'm gonna go for my macaroni. Get my macaroni, and this is, I do a little bit less macaroni on there than I do with the creamed corn, but you can do whatever you want. I mean, now that you're going to know how to make these, you can do these at home and go from there. So Kenneth, these are the refried beans. You want to throw some on there?
Let's go ahead and do that just right on top.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and put some of these right on top. When you say about 2 spoons or
yeah,
more?
about 2 spoons. I would do a little bit more. Yeah, about like that right there.
A heaping spoon.
Yeah.
There we go. Get some of that in there.
So now you can see we're getting there. We still have a lot of stuff we can still put on here.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna take our cream cheese now, and I usually will kind of flatten it out a little bit, but this is just, it's about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons worth, 2.5. And then I'll put this right on the top of that and push it down. And you want to kind of stay away from your egg wash right here, because when we go to tightening this thing, we have to wrap it all around there. And remember to use flour. We used to use cornstarch, but we found that if you're going to do this at home, use cornstarch. If you're going to do these and want to do a bunch of them for a party or an event, the flour holds up a little bit better for us, so we end up using the flour. All right, so now we're going to add some meat. Best part about it. And this is our chopped brisket, and this is the brisket that we smoke here. It's usually about an 18-hour smoke. It could be a shorter smoke if we wanted it to be, but we have so many briskets that we do, and we just load down our smoker every day. So it takes a little bit more time, but we inject these with my injection, which you can buy here if you want to come buy some injection. We also put my beef rub on it, but we inject it and let it sit for 2 days, and then we put we put salt and pepper, and then kosher salt and pepper, and then we put my beef rub on it, and then it goes in the smoker at 225 until it's done, and then we wrap it with butcher paper, and it's good to go. This is our brisket. I'm gonna throw some down on here.
It's a lot of flavors going on here, and I've had this thing multiple times, and it's never a letdown. So if y'all are ever in the Rockwall area, make sure you come check this out. This is just one of many things that he makes that could blow your mind, that's just outside of barbecue that you think of.
All right, this is our sausage right here. I just put a little bit of that on there. Our sausage is the bomb. If y'all haven't had our sausage, you gotta come try it out.
Is that just the regular beef sausage?
This is the regular beef sausage, okay. But we've got jalapeno and cheese. So, if you don't like spicy, you can go with something like this, with the regular sausage. This is where it gets tricky. So now I've got to wrap this thing. So I take the sides and I would pull them up, hold that in, and literally you have to fold it all up. And if you make it too big and it pokes out of the sides a little bit, we always have some extra where we cover up the sides a little bit.
It's like painting when you realize you got to touch up a little bit.
Yep. But there is a kaboodle, and then what we do with this now is we will take it and put it in a fryer at 350 degrees, and it's for 4 minutes. So 4 minutes, we'll temp it, and once it's temped out right, we're good to go. But all you need to do is heat it up, because all this has already been cooked.
So are we going to show this bad boy dropping in the fryer? I know you've got one ready for us to try out.
Sure.
Can we get a little fry action?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right.
Alright guys, like we've said, we've been chilling at Sideways Barbecue in Rockwall. Josh has been making this ridiculous caboodle. It's time to fry this bad boy up and give it a taste. So what do you say? Let's drop it in the fryer.
I'm in. Can't wait. Ooh. All right. So we're gonna go 4 minutes. This is already preheated to 350. So 4 minutes. Sometimes, even if it's at 135 on the inside, sometimes at 4 minutes it'll get to 150 on the inside. That's okay. But 135 to 150 is fine. You don't even have to look at it or even temp it if you don't even want to at 4 minutes. It's going to be done.
Alright, again, we're at Sideways out in Rockwall. We're making the caboodle with my barbecue brother Josh here. Y'all saw what it looked like out there. We started with an egg roll wrap, some leftovers. Y'all can do it too in about 4 to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
We got some awesome stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's time to give this a try. I'm ready. I've had them before, but it's never a bad thing. So let's go ahead and do this.
All right.
What kind of sauce do we have?
So this is our kaboodle sauce recipe, but it's made just for the kaboodle. So, but you can get similar to it by getting ranch and some barbecue sauce and squeezing them together and do 50-50 ratios, and it's pretty close to what we do. There's really only one way to do this, which is to just, yeah, you gotta get ready, you know, and just dive in. So whichever one. Cheers.
See this? That's insane, guys. It's kind of like when you get done with a holiday and you have all that good food left over. You're not going to want to let it go to waste. They're making so much barbecue here, it just makes sense for them to reinvent the wheel with some leftovers, and this is an awesome way to do it. Josh, where can they follow you at again before we get out of here?
So we have a Facebook page for Sideways, and we do videos. I do videos all the time. You want to know how we make our ribs? You want to know how we make our fried ribs? So we do fried pork ribs, which are insane. But I'll show you a video on how we do that. How to cook a perfect brisket every single time. Just anything and everything. Even our green beans, our pinto beans. We're going to do all of those things. So follow us on our Facebook page. So it's Sideways BBQ. And like I said, we're going to give you all of our specials every single day. I do a post every single day. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube. We post a lot of videos there, and it's Sideways BBQ. So follow us there as well. Just follow us all around. We'd appreciate it. Share this. Come visit this place. We were voted top destination in Rockwall as well. Forgot to tell you that. So come see us. Come watch some live music. Come watch Kenneth get his face dirty on another kaboodle.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you guys watching this video, and hopefully we can see you soon and I get a chance to meet you.
Yeah, guys, like you said, if y'all like watching what I do on What's New Barbecue, Josh is doing some awesome stuff. I'm a fan, I'm a follower, and that's what you do in the barbecue community. It's teamwork. So give him a subscription, follow him on all his social media, and until next time, y'all keep on barbecuing.